Sorry about that. So this is gonna be a part 2 because my mom decided to come out and talk to me, and I'm not splicing things together. I don't do technology, but so anyway, I was trying to take time for myself, and it was not exactly what I should have been doing. But like I said, I was dating, and I just thought every single person was going to hurt me the same as my ex did. And so I put them in that position that that's what they were going to do. Actually, until very recently, I was still doing that. And now I'm just realizing, wow, not everyone is like these people that hurt me. And so I did take a couple years off, and I went to back to college. But my first semester was very hard reacclimating to college life because I was an older student, and I decided I was going to live in a dorm, and because I live an hour away, and I didn't know about the living situations on campus and off campus. So I decided I was going to live in a dorm, and it was very hard. So I did go to counseling when I first went back to college, and it was something that haunted me. It was definitely something that haunted me, and I was terrified. I was terrified to go out. I stayed in my room a lot. I went home a lot because I was so scared to be on campus. So that first year, it was definitely a learning curve for me that I didn't want to be scared. So the next semester, I did a lot better. I did a lot better my next semester, and I was starting to come into my own and who I was. And I'm still today trying to figure it out, where I want to go, what I want to do. But just realizing that I have friends and I have family. That's why I'm very vocal about my relationships, because I don't want to be quiet again. I don't want to be that quiet person, because it could potentially hurt someone else. And I don't want that. I don't want that. And I know it might not come to that in certain relationships, but when I was mentally abused, I thought I could get through it myself. And that's another reason I'm doing this, is to help people understand. I mean, people think I'm very dramatic. I can be very dramatic, girl. But I don't want to keep quiet. I can't keep quiet. There are some people, you keep things private, you have to be private. I can't be private. I want people to know, and I want people to understand what is going on. And I had my first anxiety attack at 3 a.m. after coming back at my first college, after coming back after Christmas break, because I heard his voice. And that's when I had my first real anxiety attack. And so I'm still learning about my anxiety. I'm learning about how to cope with it. And there are ways to cope with it. Everyone copes with it differently. Everyone needs different ways to help them. And I am very honest and open in my relationship, especially if I start getting to know someone better. Then I come out and say, hey, I was sexually assaulted. I have had guys that have told me I have too much baggage and they can't deal with that, and they break up with me not too long after I tell them. I had a guy that told me that I was tainted, and because he had never had sex before marriage. I'm not saying I did, but he said, oh, you were tainted. No, I don't want to be with you. And then so for a long time, I thought that's all I was good for. I thought that's all women were good for, was sexual objects. And I'm not saying I went out and I had sex with everybody, no. But in my head, I'm thinking, boys are scum. Men are scum. And so that's all I thought. That's all I kept thinking. And even I was dating people, but I'm thinking, what can I get out of this relationship? And for a long time, that's what I thought. And you have to realize that it's not what you can get out of a relationship. And because I thought that being in a relationship would make me happy. And if you follow my relationship problems, you know that's not true. But no, you have to make yourself happy. And it's taken me so long to realize that, because I've never been truly, truly happy in a very long time. My turning point, honestly, has been just being around all my friends having babies, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm in a different place in my life, but how do I want to get there? I need to work on myself. I need to work on myself and grow and learn. And I want to tell you, the right person for you is not going to care. They are going to understand. Because I had a woman come who was raped at her college. She came to my college, my second one, to talk about it, and I went and talked to her afterwards, and she said, well, when me and my husband are getting intimate and I might have an anxiety attack, I tell him we have to stop, and he understands. So the man that's right for you is going to understand your anxieties, your fears, and he is going to reassure you that he's there and he cares for you. He is not going to see you as tainted. He is not going to see you as having too much baggage. He is going to love you and care for you the way you are, with all of that. But open lines of communication with your spouse, with your husband, with your wife, because it's not just women who are sexually assaulted or raped, it is men. And I want to bring awareness to that it's hard. It's very hard for everyone. It's hard for people to talk about, because when you say I was raped, it's a negative connotation and people just think of you badly. And so I thought that's all I was going to be known as, the person that was sexually assaulted. And I took on that persona as the victim. Well, you should feel bad for me because I was sexually assaulted. Yes, there is a grieving period. There is a time to mourn. You have to grow and you have to learn and do what you need to do to help yourself, because everyone is different. Some people take months, some people take years, some people, they let it consume their lives. And I was up until couple years ago, I was letting this consume my life. And I can't do that anymore. And yes, I was sexually assaulted. It happened to me. I'm growing, I'm learning, but I'm not the same person I was then. I'm not the same person because I was 18. I was 18. I'm not the same person I was then. I am a totally different person I am now. And yes, I have baggage. Who doesn't have baggage? Who doesn't? It makes me think of Ren. I've got baggage to go. So that's, sorry, if you know what I'm talking about, you're awesome. But so yes, we have hearts, we have pain, we have past things, but when you're honest and open with the person that you care for, it's not gonna matter. And there's people to help. And if you choose not to be with anyone else, that is your decision also. If you choose that that's right for you, then that's amazing, because that's how you want to heal. That's how you want to take care of yourself. And there's no right or wrong way how to heal, no wrong way how to grow. But there is help, and there's people out there who love you and care for you. And if you think you're all alone, like I did, I thought I had no one. And yes, there was trials, and I will say he did end up going to jail, and he is on the sex offender list. But that's not what defines you. You are a wonderful person. Maybe you have amazing artistic skills. Let that define you. I love history. I need to let that define me. Because I did. I ended up graduating with my degree, and I am so happy I did, and I'm so happy I went back, because I feel so much better. I feel a new person. So I just want to say, there's help. You're not alone. And please, if anyone has any questions, let me know, because I will be willing to help. Love y'all. Bye.